Do you ever have a terrible attitude about something? And then something happens that makes you regret your terrible attitude? Well, here we go. So, I get stuck in bus traffic. And of course I didn't have the camera on. Why would I have the camera on when I, at the right time? But anyway, so here I am grumbling because I'm stuck in bus traffic. Buses stopping every block. And, I'm just annoying. I want to get home. I want to go ride. Even though, time on the bike is time on the bike, so why would I complain? I don't know. But anyway, so I'm getting annoyed in the stop and go with the school buses. And just grumbling. Grumpy old man. Dang buses. And then I realized, kind of look up, sitting at the light, look up, and I see kids waving. Kids are waving. I was like, cool. So I started waving back. And more kids come to the back of the bus and start waving. And all of a sudden, the whole bus is waving at me. And you just have one of the thoughts like, say, you're in such a bad, grumpy mood for what? Say, now you got kids waving at you. Now you feel like a rock star. Now you feel like a superstar. Now you got all your kids waving at you. Suddenly you feel important. So there, you're having all this grumpy, moan, groaning, complaining with something that you cannot change. It's something that is really irrelevant. And for what? So, I wish I would have got that on camera, but of course not. But that's pretty cool. Seeing the whole bus, back of the bus, waving to you. I mean, it's something minor. I mean, really don't, large scheme of things, don't mean anything, but it just made me feel good. And that was one of the things that it took me a little bit when I first started riding like 5 years ago. It probably wasn't until my second year riding. So I was going by a school bus stop, and kids started jumping up and waving and doing what kids do. It kind of hit me. I was like, oh wow. I remember when I was a kid, I used to do that kind of stuff. It's kind of hit me at the wee end. So it's like, oh, hey, kids recognize me. I thought, they're looking at me, that means I better be, respectable. I better be responsible. I can't even say that with a straight face. Maybe responsible? Yeah, right. But anyway, kind of made me a little more conscious of how I act. Because I was thinking, hey, kids are watching me. Kids actually notice me, so I better act appropriately. So there you go. It's always nice when a bad situation turns into a good situation. So there, it's an all grumpy mood, and now it's all happy. So I hope you're happy too. What's up? I make coconut. Like to put the lime in the coconut? What are you thinking? Are you tired of me? Huh? It's coconut tired of me. I thought I told Putty Cat. I did tell Putty Cat. We got a lot of steak here. Would you like to stake your claim? Well, we'll see what happens. Took the truck because we're in a high wind warning, as well as a high risk for strong storms. So here I be in the truck. Yippee! We got some nice heat that way. Well, Happy New Year, 2020, whatever, now. Here I am, a little older, but I sure don't feel any wiser. I sure don't feel like I know any more than what I did before. In fact, I seem to know less. I feel like the more I learn, the older I get, the more I know, the less I understand, the less it makes sense. I was promised when I was younger that when you get older, you start to understand things. And, older and wiser is better. But I don't know. As you get older, I sure don't feel wiser. Yeah, I sure don't seem to understand any more than what I did before. So, unfortunately, with wisdom does not always come understanding. Just have so much hope for New Year. Used to be so exciting. New Year and New You. This year, I don't know. I have more questions than answers. I need Radio Shack. Radio Shack's slogan years ago. We got questions, we got answers. Well, I sure have a whole lot of questions. And have so few answers. So, maybe that's the problem. Radio Shack went out of business. If Radio Shack was still in, I would have the answers that I am looking for. As YouTube says, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But again, I'm not really sure what I'm looking for either. So, how can you find what you're looking for if you don't know what you're really looking for? For thoughts are many, questions are many, answers are few. Knowledge is power. What's more important? Knowledge or understanding. Because the older we get, the more knowledge we require, but that knowledge that we acquire does not translate always into wisdom or understanding. We're now 42 years now. I've gained a lot of knowledge every day. I learn something new. So my backpack of knowledge continues to be filled, so I don't feel like my understanding is any better than it was long ago. Does a lack of understanding come with the abundance of knowledge? What you think about that one, huh? There's so much I don't know, so much I don't know. Boy, ain't this exciting? Is this what you tuned in for? Vlogs with Dave. As Ford Gilton said, kinda like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I always love those simple statements that mean so much. So, the third one. Nobody has as much influence on you than you. And I sure do talk to myself a lot. Me and myself and I, we talk a lot. Me, myself, and I are good friends. Well, I don't know about good friends. We hate each other sometimes. But, yeah, we talk a lot. I like that. And kind of the idea was, what do you talk to yourself about? Do you constantly talk about negative things? Do you consistently talk about what's wrong? And are you feeding your anxiety? Are you feeding your negative thoughts? Are you making yourself unhappy because you are constantly talking to yourself about all the negative things? And I thought, I like it. I love those simple statements that mean so much. I'm 42, so I'm not quite in that, but I understand the short attention span. I'm not near as bad as them that are younger than me, but even still, I do have kind of a short attention span. So if you can say a simple statement that can capture my attention, you're winning. Because if you say way too many words, you got me lost. I ain't gonna hear a word you say. Usually after the second sentence, I'm done. I'm out. You lost me. So you get a simple statement like that, catch my attention, you're winning. I mean, like that. Nobody has as much influence on you as you, because nobody talks to you as much as you do. So make sure that the conversations you are having with yourself are positive. You have the ability to influence your own happiness. I talk to myself a lot about stupid punny things. One thing that I learned going through one of those low times in life in high school, one thing that I kind of found was you gotta force yourself sometimes to find the humor in life. Humor is all around us if we only take the time to recognize it. So, sometimes it takes work to find these little humorous moments in life. Sometimes they just organically happen. So what conversations are you having with you? What kind of influence on you are you having on you?